Praise your holy name, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah, Yahweh Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Kukrakadash. Praise your holy name, Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. Yes, yes, yes. And polluted, played the harlot. Yes, that's what Israel is known to do. And that's why, we're going through what we going through, because we have played the harlot many times after many times. But I would like to, share a little something with you, brothers. Now I have hope. Hope with a reward. How about that? Without learning this truth, I would have been lost. But now I got hope with a reward. What a beautiful thing. Hope with a reward behind it, I live on Skid Row, I'm a resident of the Skid Row area, and just think if I wasn't brought into this truth, and everything that's going down now, and when they get into full Jacob's trouble, I would have lost my mind here on Skid Row if I wouldn't have had this truth. But now I got hope with a reward behind it. Not just, I'm gonna get by, but I got hope with a reward. Man, don't you know how beautiful that is? Just think if I wasn't drawn, and the Most High didn't draw me in this truth, and I was on Skid Row when all this madness finna go down, man, my mind would have been lost. I wouldn't know where I'd be. So we gotta give thanks to Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha Yahweh Shah. And wherever you at, brothers, because you're gonna go through it too, So play the harlot. Deuteronomy 31:16-17. And Yahweh said unto Moses, Behold, thou shalt sleep with thy fathers, and this people will rise up and go a-whoring after the gods of the strangers of the land. With her they go to be among them, and will forsake me, and break my covenant which I have made with them. Then my anger shall be kindled against them in that day, and I will forsake them, and I will hide my face from them, and they shall be devoured, and many evils and troubles shall befall them, so that they will say in that day, Are not these evils come upon us, because our Yahweh is not among us? So time after time, we went whoring after the lands we were in, doing what they was doing, trying to fit in, get in where you fit in type of attitude, and to this day we're being punished for it. Psalms 106:34-39. They did not destroy the nations concerning whom Yahweh commanded them, but were mingled among the heathens and learned their ways. And they served their idols, which were a snare unto them. So that was a trap. That was the trap. Yea, they sacrificed their sons and their daughters unto devils, and shed innocent blood, even the blood of their sons and of their daughters, whom they sacrificed unto idols of Canaan. And the land was polluted with blood, So time after time, wherever we was at, the Most High, He told them, to destroy everything, destroy the nations concerning whom they commanded them. But they didn't. They didn't destroy them. They left a few of them, and they start going after they, women, going after they, idols, and was defiled. So, Israel, is known to play the harlot, is known to mingle with other races, not sticking to their own, they want to, they want to go to the Asians, go to the Chinese, and go worship Buddha. They want to go to the Arabs and go worship Allah. They want to, everywhere they go, they want to get in where they fit in, and that's what destroys us. Isaiah 47, 5 and 6. Sit thou silent and get thee into darkness, O daughter of Chadin, for thou shalt no more be called the lady of kingdoms. I was warped with my people. I have polluted my inheritance and gave them unto thy hands. Thou didst do them no mercy. Upon the ancients hast thou very heavy laid thy yoke. So, even though we went a horn with them, they polluted, the Chaldeans, that they polluted their inheritance, old Edom, and they laid a very heavy yoke on us, a burden, and they polluted their inheritance though, and stewed us no mercy, gave it to us raw and uncut. And we're gonna go to precept 43 and 28. Precept 43 and 28. Therefore I have profaned the princes of the sanctuary and have given Jacob to the curse and Israel to the reproach. So, that we're gonna let the scripture speak for itself. We got another precept. We're gonna go to Jeremiah 24 and 9. And I will deliver them to be removed into all the kingdoms of the earth for their hurt to be reapproached. And a proverb, a taunt, and a curse in all places where I shall drive them. So we went to all around the world, and to be called nigger, Mexican, Indian, wetbacks, all type of proverbs. We're going to read 10:2. And I will send the sword, the famine, and the pestilence among them, till they be consumed from the land that I gave unto them and to their fathers, So it's going to be destroyed. Isaiah 48, 10 and 11. Behold, I have refined thee, but not with silver. I have chose thee in the furnace of affliction for my own sake. Even for my own sake I will do it, for how should my name be polluted? So the Most High, he he got to, elect the 1/3, and he gonna refine thee, with silver, I have chosen thee, in the furnace of affliction. So we're gonna have to go through this affliction, It ain't gonna be easy. But this the last affliction, after the Yahweh Shah pulled Esau down this kingdom, it's gonna be beautiful, Jeremiah 2:21-23. Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, wholly a right seed. How then art thou turned into degenerates plants for a strange vine unto me? For thou shalt wash thee with nitrate and take thee much soap, yet thy iniquities is marked before me, says Yahweh, thy power. How can thou say I am not polluted? So even if we wash ourselves with nitrogen, that's a compound, mixed with, soap, and he's still gonna see. He's still gonna see our iniquities, We can't clean them like that. We gotta clean them, with the affliction, with the fire of the affliction, And we looked up degenerate, decaying in quality, to become unlike one's race or kind, physical as well as mortal qualities. Off. We went off, to fall off, decline. We decline from our God, state that we was gods on this earth, but we didn't recline, decline, we didn't, to become like one's, decaying in quality, we was good quality out here, but we decaying in that, we to fall off, we fell off, decline, so that's what degenerate mean, and that's what the Most High looked at us like, degenerates, like, I done set them up with the best of everything, and they went whoring, and now look at them, degenerates. Jeremiah 3:1-2. They say, if a man put away his wife and she go from him and become another man's, shall he return unto her again? Shall not that land be greatly polluted? And that's how we are, we went off a horn, and then we try to come back to the Most High, but we polluted, we played the harlot, and then we want to come back to the Most High. No, you can't come to the Most High like that. He got to refine you with fire, He got to cleanse you. He got to purify you. Purify us. But thou hast played the harlot with many lovers, not just a few, but many lovers. Yet return again to me, and says Yahweh, lift up thy eyes until the high places, and see where thou hast not been lying with. In the ways hast thou sat for them, as the Abarians in the wilderness. And thou hast polluted the land which with thy whoredom and with thy wickedness. So we was made unclean, going off, playing a harlot. Lamentations 2:1-2. How has Yahweh covered the daughter of Zion with a cloud in his anger, and cast down from heaven unto the earth the beauty of Israel, and remembered not his footstool in the day of his anger. Yahweh has swallowed up all the habitations of Jacob, and has not pity. He has thrown down in his wrath the strongholds of the daughter of Judah. He has brought them down to the ground. He has polluted the kingdom and the princes thereof. Yes, yes, yes. So when the Most High is mad, he casts us down, swallow them up, the whole habitation, letting the other races have their way with us, do us wrong, because we want to go play the harlot. Ain't you tired of playing the harlot? Don't you see what a hoe go through, And we playing the harlot, we playing the hoe. Ezekiel 4:13-17. And Yahweh said, even though shall the children of Israel eat their defiled bread from among the Gentiles, where I will drive them. So he done drove us. Then said, I am Yahweh thy power. Behold, my soul has not been polluted. For from my youth up even till now have I not eaten of that which dieth of itself, or is torn in pieces, neither came there abominable flesh into my mouth. Then he said unto me, Lo, I have given thee a cow's dung for man, and thou shalt prepare for thy bread therewith. Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, behold, I will break the staff of bread in Jerusalem, and shall eat bread by weight and with care, and they shall drink water by measures and with astonishment. And that's what we doing. They selling us bottled water. They selling us a loaf of bread, that they may want bread and water, and be astonished one with another, and consume away their iniquities. So we go to waste, out here in Babylon, for going to horn, not sticking to R, but the prophecies had to come to pass, so we had to do what we had to do. Ezekiel 6:9. And they that escape of you shall remember me among the nations, whether they shall be carried captive, because I am broke with their whoring hearts, which has departed from me, and with their eyes which go a whoring after their idols, and they shall loft themselves for the evil which they have committed in all their abominations. So we going whoring at, with our eyes, seeing what they got, wanting what they got. I want what they got, look at that, And they, which go a horn after their idols, and with their eyes, So how somebody he got a fancy car, I like how them so-called white folks living, they got good houses. I want a good house like that too. Ezekiel 14:9-11. And if the prophet be deceived when he has spoken a thing, I, Yahweh, have deceived that prophet, and I will stretch out my hand upon him, and will destroy him from the midst of my people Israel. And if they shall bear the punishment of their iniquities, the punishment of the prophet shall be given as the punishment of him that seeketh unto him, that the house of Israel may go no more astray from me, neither be polluted any more with all their transgressions, but that they may be my people, and I may be their Yahweh, says Yahweh, their power. So he says, if any prophet be deceived, he has spoken a thing, Yahweh have deceived that prophet. So them false prophets, if he deceived them, if they be deceived, the Most High deceived them. They ain't doing it of their own will. Ezekiel 20:13. But the house of Israel rebelled against me in the wilderness. They walked not in my statutes, and they despised not my judgment, which if a man do, he shall even live in them. And my Sabbath they greatly polluted. Then I said, I will pour out my fury unto them in the wilderness to consume them. So, there go that polluted, that always polluted, where it says, Sabbath day, polluted the Sabbath day, my Sabbath, they greatly polluted, And, he don't play, he don't play with his Sabbath day, You pollute the Sabbath day, you in danger. Ezekiel 23:17 and 18. And the Babylonians came to her into the bed of love, and they defiled her with their whoredom, and she was polluted with them, and her mind was alienated from them. So she discovered her whoredom and discovered her nakedness. Then my mind was alienated from her, like as my mind was alienated from her sister. So we laid in the bed, the bed of love with the Babylonians, and that's what the 2/3 is doing right now. They laying in the bed, with the great whore, Babylon the Great, Right now, they love all the, the philosophies, and other doctrines, the earth is flat, and going after the strange woman, in Proverbs 23, I think it's 27. Going after the strange woman. Ezekiel 23:28-30. For thus says Yahweh thy power, behold, I will deliver thee into the hands of them whom thou hatest, into the hands of them from whom thy mind is alienated, and they shall deal with thee hatefully, and shall take away all thy labor, and shall leave thee naked and bare, and the nakedness of thy whoredom shall be discovered, both thy lewdness and thy whoredom. I will do these things unto thee, because thou hast gone a whoring after the heathens, and because thou art polluted with their idols. So polluted with their idols again, So they're going a whoring, whoring with the heathens, That Jake loved going whoring with the so-called white man, doing what he do, trying to play, you see in Samuel Jackson, he loved playing, like a white man, and when he was in RoboCop, he had his hair dyed, and he was acting like a white host, Yes, 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 yes. They love going a whoring after, the heathens. And that's what get us in deep trouble. That's why we in the mix that we in right now. Because you're going a whoring after the heathens, playing the harlot, playing the hoe. Hosea 8:1. Set the trumpet to thy mouth. He shall come as an eagle against the house of Yahweh, because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. So yes, that eagle, we know that eagle is, and against the house, of Yahweh. Because they have transgressed my covenant and trespassed against my law. Time after time. Joel 2:1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion and sound an alarm in my holy mountains. Let all the inhabitations of the land tremble, for the day of Yahweh cometh, for it is now at hand. So now, it's at hand. The Most High, he in them clouds right now. He peeping out the scene. He looking, just waiting for the Father to tell him to strike. Amos 3:1-2. Hear the words of Yahweh hath spoken against you, O children of Israel, against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore I will punish you for all your iniquities. And that's why we getting punished, for our iniquities. He knows us from everybody else on the earth. He look upon us, them, that's my family right there, And that's why he gets so upset with us when we play the harlot, and minds are polluted, with the philosophies of these heathens. So we're going to give all praises and thanks to Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. Shalom, brothers.